spending the time to do that. It still falls upon what occurs when the mayor is not able to attend the meeting for me. And to be sitting right here next to the deputy mayor when all of this occurred, admonishment is not enough for me. The capability to regain control of the meeting, the crowd was agitated, and agitated meaning extremely far from violent. And the speaker was that was speaking at the time that the meeting ended was I wouldn't say monotone, but was very even in tone and composure. And I don't see this is, to me, a matter of whether or not you get in your way, or whether or not you get to just walk out. And not everybody's going to get their way, just as we are here today. But I'm not going to change my position. I also was looking to Miss Kidd thinking there would be a little higher level of responsibility and acknowledgement of what occurred. And her statement at the last meeting, I believe it was the last city council meeting, was short of that, what I was expecting and what I'd like to see. And with that, I don't want to see the running of this meeting put into the hands of someone who could not maintain control of the meeting that caused all of this. This really started a snowball in this city on top of problems we were already having. It was disrespectful, in my opinion, of the public, and it was disrespectful of the process. And I am going to maintain my position that I'd like to see her step down or be removed as deputy mayor.
Okay, folks. So we've got to come together and work together and get this off our plate. We really do. And so if there's any way that we can move to a place where we can move this forward, I implore you to find that.
Well, I will try again. I'll move it.
I'm going to offer it.
Okay.
That no one did.
I agree with Sissy that we need to acknowledge the three citizens in our city who weighed in on this thing and spent a great deal of time, and I think took the matter extremely seriously. But I think all the panels did that. I was not able to attend the panel discussions that are subject to this discussion, but for a short while because of some other commitments. I also difficult for me to weigh in on this matter because I wasn't here, and I guess in sort of an odd sort of way I take some responsibility for getting this to where we are. I did have double pneumonia, so I want to apologize for that. But it's hard for me to weigh the emotions and the tenor of the meeting without having really been here. when the things did get to the point where, things, ended the way they were, I couldn't hear any of it because my transmission terminated at home. So it's difficult for me to really get the whole effect of it. Those of you who are here were. But I want to say that, I guess I'm troubled in part by the word admonition because it suggests that this has to be, whatever verbal comments and statements we may have formulated it and I think it ought to be done in a spirit of constructive criticism, if at all. I think that's what you're aiming for, isn't it? This community remains divided on some things, and it affects me deeply, bothers me, troubles me, almost every day. And we need to move on. We have some unfinished business amongst ourselves. We're keeping it right. We ought not to be. I would also finally acknowledge the fact that not only that all nights sits, including this evening, but those of us who are in this chamber, we have done things that we need to be approved about. And for us to, we have to be very careful that we try to use this moment as an opportunity to move forward as a community, move forward as individuals, and as an opportunity to move forward as a council. I fear, ladies and gentlemen, and members of the council, that unless we do resolve this matter as soon as possible amongst ourselves, this matter will continue to plague us. And that will not be good for the community. It will not be good for the business of this council. And I don't think it does any service and justice to our deputy mayor either. So I would like to hear it. With that said, I'll try to be succinct there. With that said, I'll turn some time over to Brad and see if we can. Well, we need to move on, ladies and gentlemen, and let's see if we can do that tonight. If not, we'll see what we'll do. Brad, what do you have?
Well, I would suggest that we approve a verbal statement that the mayor can provide to all of us and to the deputy mayor that says that our standard for conducting public meetings is to try to regain control of meetings through interim steps before abruptly adjourning the meeting. And that if we accept that statement, I think that it would address the issue that was of most concern to people in a constructive way. And since Deputy Mayor is the only person not here to hear that statement, the mayor would have to read that statement to her. Or give that statement to her.
Brad, it's clear I'm obligated to read that which we construct. In terms of the verbal lead.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I'd like to remind members of my fellow council members that we don't need to write this down. The state legislature has already written this down. As a matter of fact, it's in our laws, Mr. Collins. It's called the Open Public Meetings Act. It actually tells the chair how to run public meetings where members of the public are present. I don't think we need to reinvent the wheel. We have state legislatures that represent us in that aspect. an admonition is just what it is. We don't need to recite the Open Public Meetings Act. I see no reason to do that whatsoever.
Mr. Hayes, do you have any potential way to bridge this?
I'm sorry,
Bridge this, move us forward.
well, I would have to remind us all too that while the method for running the meeting did not meet the expectations of some people, the one thing that I think is important is that we did ask, we have a city attorney whose one client is the city of Port Angeles, and tells us if we're doing things right or wrong. And he was asked that night before the deputy mayor and I left and Brad left the dais, and asked if this was legal to do the way she did it, and he said yes, it was legal. So we're being asked in one respect to slap someone's hands for doing something that our city attorney said is okay. And that's why I'm having a problem with that. If there's a statement that, something to the effect that Brad's coming up, so it can be clear that we're addressing this issue. We would like to continue striving to have, maybe it's better procedure or, what do we have? But an admonishment, slap on the hands, after being told that what she did was legal, that seems to be conflicting.
So, let's say things were legal. But I guess I know that there's a lot of folks that felt there was a lack of respect for people. So how do we address that